Hello and welcome to Ventures. On this edition of the program, we're going to be taking a look at science, technology, engineering, mathematics, but it is all combined in a hub. This hub is called INNOVA8 Hub here in Abuja. On this edition of the program, we're going to be speaking to the communications advisor and other members of the team that make up this hub. Don't go away. Today we're going to be speaking to Deji Ige. He is the communications advisor at INNOVA8.
People, individuals, organizations come to transform their ideas into invention. The hub was established for the main purpose of inculcating the creativity and innovation culture in Nigerians. Then secondly, helping Nigerians go from the point of ideation to prototype development to entrepreneurship and startup. So basically, the hub exists to help people transform their ideas into invention. The hub has been in existence for about 3 years. Yeah. Nigerians have been very excited about this hub, starting from the people who work here, first and foremost. It's a new environment. When you come here, sometimes you don't even think you're in Nigeria anymore. It starts with the culture, the innovation, the creativity culture in the staff and management of this hub. Secondly, about Nigerians. Nigerians now have a facility they can take their ideas into and translate those ideas into innovation, into invention, into enterprise. Then for organizations in Nigeria, INNOVA8 Hub has now become a partner to many organizations who hitherto had the gap of a facility to go when they have projects they cannot achieve within their organizations. So the hub has been well received by Nigerians, and the report has been very tremendous. First and foremost, there are different ways people participate. At the hub, we have, let me start from the children. We have the robotics club for children. A robotics club that grooms children in coding, programming, and robotics to catch them young. We have, for young adults, we have the robotics club as well. We have different programs, different courses for young adults as well in creative art, upcycling, leatherworks, digital communication, videography, photography, a whole lot. Then for adults, advanced adults, we have several programs. Then for even advanced adults, we have programs. And remember, here, even people who work here, we have very young people who are working here. It's about the skill. It's about ability. And through different programs that we have here at the hub, many people, young and old, have come into the hub for mentoring, for direction, for guidance, and for prototype development. So we don't put that age barrier, which has always been a problem in Nigeria. Well, age, it's too young, it's too old. No. Technology transfer knows no age. Creativity knows no age. So once you have all it takes, you're welcome. There are some flagship programs we run in collaboration with different organizations. One of such is Research for Impact Workshop in collaboration with TET Fund. This is a very, very fantastic program that that helps groom academics to gradually transit from the level of researching for publication to researching for production, for solution. So that is one program. To be part of that program, you have to be affiliated to TED Fund. So that's on one side. We're working on another one with the Israeli embassy in Nigeria, the embassy of the State of Israel, in collaboration with Nigerian government. This is called IFAIR. IFAIR is Innovation Fellowship for Aspiring Inventors and Researchers. And under IFAIR, this is open to all Nigerians within some age limit, from age 20 and above, because we don't really have babysitters to cater to, because they will be here for some time. They'll go back and forth. So we need to know, okay, these are mature minds and everything. Now, under this program, your idea will bring you into this program. Once we open the portal for application, the best ideas will be picked. We don't need to know your region, your tribe, your ethnic group, your religion. We don't care about that. It's the idea. So when the idea is picked, then whoever is the face behind the idea will come forth. So the best ideas are picked through IFAIR, brought to the hub. Then they start to go through the process, from mentoring to entrepreneurship, then to prototype development, from prototype development to the level of proof of concept. Now, the idea you had that brought you into the program of IFAIR will be translated into an invention. Then at that point, we now try as much as possible to get the pool of investors and financiers out there. Then link these fellows of IFAIR to the prospective investors. Then they pitch their projects, pitch their prototypes, their inventions and innovations to the investors for possible investment. And we are so glad in the last two editions of IFAIR we've had, the success story has been very great. One of such is the EDU team, Electric Drive Unit, a system that motorizes the manual wheelchair. This project was actually accepted to Israel Mass Challenge competition. Only 45 projects were picked across the world. And this is the only project picked from Africa, which is a good success story. Another one is the urban grow system, a system that helps urban dwellers farm. This is a system. You don't need the land. You need these containers to stack them. It has a way of supplying water to itself. Anyway, long story short, this project came into IFAIR. The innovator of this project, Samson Obole, has been all over the place doing so well. And now this project just got some funding to farm, over $2 million funding to do a farm, an urban farm in Dubai. This is another success story. And not less than 4, 5, 6 of them. So this is the beauty of such programs through this organization. Now, the second way you can come into this organization is through the courses we run. We run different courses, starting from robotics and coding, to leatherworks, to ceramic, to 3D printing, to digital communication, videography, photography, a whole lot of these courses. There are over 15, 16, about minimum of 20 courses we run. Autotronics, mechatronics, automotive, that people can easily enroll into. The upcycling as well. And when they enroll, within the period of time they are to study, they make the payment required for enrollment. Within the period of time, they would have learned something. They would have built their capacity and become better people. Innovate Hub is a not-for-profit, non-governmental organization. So we are not out to make profit. So whatever we charge, whatever fee we put out there is the minimum we can do just to know, okay, to study for this, to get this knowledge, to get this capacity, I need to pay this token. And remember, in the course of doing that, we need to engage experts. There are consumables. So there's a lot of input, which we have to pay for. And remember, we are not for profit, we are non-governmental. We still have to find a way to stay afloat. So that's the fee. That's on one side. Now, secondly, through different programs that we have, I mentioned the Research for Impact workshop in collaboration with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, the IFAIR in collaboration with the Embassy of the State of Israel in Nigeria and the Nigerian government. These programs are paid for by those organizations. So enrollment into those programs are through those organizations, through their processes, which are very, very transparent. So we do not charge for that. And those programs are all expense paid. The participants are beneficiaries of those programs. It's quite mentally rewarding to be part of this organization and be part of the processes of this. Develop the man and he will develop the society. For this philosophy of Awolowo is basically to concentrate on the mind, on the mental magnitude, on the capacity of each human being. And when we do that, that human being will be the one to develop the society. So for me, I'm glad I'm part of a process, I'm part of a team, I'm part of an organization that is in the fore of developing the capacity of Nigerians, developing the mental magnitude of Nigerians, to put Nigerians apart with their counterparts across the world. This is rewarding for me, and I think I'm glad to be part of this.
Young, vibrant Nigerians are part of the team at the Hub. They are the ones that are driving our race to catch up in science and technology. We spoke to some of them and what their thoughts are on how far we can go with science and technology. Stay with the show.
As an architect, I would say that I help them in designing buildings. Basically, when they have as an NGO, they help give back to society, thereby with development of schools and whatnot. So I help with floor plans. But as a product designer, when products come into the Hub, when people come up with their ideas, before they go through management and the whole procedural thing, or after they go through management and the whole procedural thing, they come to product design lab. Here we take out what's in their mind and try to replicate it on our 3D softwares, our CAD softwares, and try to make this product come to life. That's how I give back. That's how my input is needed. You come to me and I'm able to translate what's in your head to my screens.
I majored in electrical electronics engineering in my degree, and during the course of time, I found out that I was, even before majoring into or going into studying electrical electronics engineering, I found out that I did enjoy playing around or fiddling around with electronics. Majorly, I used to losing the TV sets in my house, the radio systems, and I found I found it quite interesting to see how electronics in itself work. So that was more of the driving factor for me to say, okay, since I saw how these things, I enjoy how electronics work, I want to know how to build mine, how to design, and how to build electronic systems. And that was why I dived into studying electrical electronics engineering in the university.
Besides the self-improvement and skill development, of course, when you do these things, you're paid here at INNOVA8. Your salary is part of that. But if we're talking outside INNOVA8, yeah, your skills as an architect is also very much needed because we build every day, and people who have noticed your skills or people who appreciate your skills and need these skills, of course, will come to you.
Look into anything that can solve the problem, whether software or hardware. So, but majorly here we work on physical products. So we use CAD design, not just working on ideas, but not just working on ideas, but also designing for fabrication. So we work on these concepts, we bring your idea to life, then we also work on the design for fabrication as well. So my role as a roboticist is also to help the robotics department in order to both design and also software development of their product or system.
I've always wanted to see how the designers come up with designs that will wear from our day-to-day life, how they put all together and make it so beautiful. So also I wanted to be able to contribute in bridging the gap for our importation in buying fashion. Why can't we do it better here and have it the same way they have it over there? So this flair is what got me attracted to fashion, and then I started to, do trainings during my holidays.
Product design is actually huge, so depends on which area you're focused on. So for my own area, where I am focused on both design and visualization of the product, visualization that even not just videos but also virtual reality experience. So I would say that is capital intensive, because you need high computing systems to work on those kind of things. So on that note, product design is capital intensive.
A lot of people come in here with various problems, and they want to solve those problems. They have ideas basically, and these ideas are targeted to solving specific problems in the environment. Let's say, for example, someone once comes in and say, okay, I want to design a system that monitors the air quality around my vicinity, and I want to be able to push that data into the cloud, which is IoT. What I do in my department is to be able to bring that idea and feed it up so that the idea becomes a practical solution. And apart from that, I also create programs that are able to, they're more of like upskilling programs to create an impact, knowledge impact to kids basically. So we do organize holiday programs where kids come into the hub and they learn how to design, do electronics designs, and also play around with microcontrollers. Because majorly the future of any country or any nation is from the younger generation, and also the growth of a country is with respect to technology. So we found out that the best way to do that is also to share knowledge to kids, and that is something that I'm passionate about.
For me, communication is life, and that is one of the things that inspired me to study mass communication. And now, working in INNOVA8, it's been an exciting ride for me, getting to meet people, young innovators who want to transform their ideas into invention. And you wonder, how does communication have to do with that? Yeah, my field, digital communication, I get to plan, strategize digital communications techniques that young innovators can use to grow their business, to put it out to give them visibility and put it online for them to be able to attract customers, to give their brand recognition.
What I've seen so far is that a lot of people that are in the position of power they have this mindset of not trying to upscale themselves. So they see technology as a direct threat to them, to themselves, because there's this normal talk that we see here in Nigeria when you tell someone or go to a particular government agency or even an institution and you talk about, oh, we can find a better way of probably solving this. Let's say for a library, in libraries, you say, oh, we can actually, there are library management systems that can, you know, solve like 50 or do the 50% or 7% of the job of a librarian. And the librarian herself would say, oh, this is a direct threat to my job, because if I allow this person to come in here and set up these systems, I would lose my job. Now, it's place that most people that have the power to bring in this technology see it as a direct threat to their own job, so they rather not bring in that particular technology. But it's changing in time, because the truth is that the younger generation is in power with tech. If you look right now, a lot of people do things digitally rather than in an analog form right now, and I think within a course of time, it would get to everything will be resolved basically.
For agriculture, I look at what we waste in the areas of post-harvest losses in this country. You know, post-harvest losses has cost Nigeria more than $90 billion annually. Yes, so I look at solving the problems that we have in terms of wastages. A lot of people farm their produce, they cannot process or store them, they cannot export them to outside the country. Before you say jack, the thing will start deteriorating. You know, before they take it from farm to the market or from farm to the house, about 40% is gone due to wastages. So I look towards, okay, developing a system that will help people to process the farm produce and can be able to store it. Because if let's use, for example, tomatoes. If they farm tomatoes from the north, before they bring it to the house, like 45% is gone. And people sell this produce because they don't want it to spoil in their hand. But if you can dry it and wait for like two months, you know, store it for like 2 months, you can sell it more than the price that you are selling the day that you brought it.
Thank you for being a part of Ventures this week. This week we've taken a look at science, technology, engineering, mathematics at Innovate Hub. Thank you for being with us on this leap and this look into the future using technology. We'll do this again, same time next week. Bye for now.